welcome back to my channel. My name is Princess, and if this is your first time, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me. On this video, I am going to give you all a bump update, my 14-week, actually my first trimester rewind, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go over my first trimester woes, things that helped me get through the first trimester, and some must-haves that I love and appreciate to have while going through this pregnancy. And this is my fourth pregnancy if this is your first time. I have 3 other children. I have 2 boys and a girl. We do know what this baby is, and I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to announce it to you guys. But on this video, that's not what this is about. This is just the first trimester woes, as well as things that help me get through the first trimester and my favorites right now. So let's get into this video. Go ahead and start off with my favorites. Let's start off with the good stuff, okay? Because first trimester, whew, we're glad to be past that hump. But anyways, I've been having this. It's called Sweetie Song, and it is a fetal Doppler. So my sister bought this for me actually 5 years ago with my son, and surprisingly, y'all, the battery still work on it. But I'm gonna show you guys what it is. Now I did have to replace my ultrasound gel, and I got this from Amazon. I'll link that in the description area, but this is the ultrasound gel that I use. And this is what the Doppler looks like. You just turn it on, plug this little wand into it, and then put the ultrasound gel. Of course, you know how you do at the doctor's if you've been to your first doctor's appointment, or if this is your first time you have not gone to your first doctor's appointment. If you're not getting an ultrasound, they usually check for the heartbeat around, you can check around 12 weeks. I think that's the earliest that they'll do it at the doctor's office. I'm not exactly sure about that, but because sometimes you can't even catch the heartbeat, it's better to look at an ultrasound for it. But when you go to your normal checkups, that's what they'll use as far as the fetal Doppler. Now, this is an at-home one. It's not as strong as the ones at the doctor's office, but it's good to have, especially when you have anxiety like me, because I did go through a miscarriage, and having that, it just brings joy to my heart to hear that little heartbeat. So that's one thing. The next thing I've enjoyed this pregnancy, y'all, is I don't know how to keep up with my prenatals. So today is Saturday, which I have to take it. I have this medicine. I don't know what it's called. I'll put it down right here, whatever it's called. But I have to know if I took my vitamins that day. So today I have to take my vitamins, tomorrow I take my vitamins, and not re-up for the rest of the week. But yeah, definitely get one of these if this is your first time or even fourth time like me. And definitely get one of these. These definitely come in handy when it comes to keeping up with your vitamins. And I take my prenatal vitamins, and I take iron pills. Next thing that's helped me is this big old pillow right here. Yeah, I'm not even big, to be honest. I look like I'm bloated. I know my stomach has gotten big. I will give you guys a sneak peek, I'll give you guys a bump update of what it looks like at 14 weeks. And yes, I did not announce that I am 14 weeks now. I'm finally in the second trimester. And with this pillow here, this pillow has definitely come in handy. Now y'all, I may sound kind of stuffy because I am. What I've been using for it has not, I'm not going to use it again. So my doctor told me that it was okay for me to use Tylenol, cold and flu. Any of the products with Tylenol, cold and flu is what she said. So I went and got Tylenol, cold and flu severe. And the first time I took it, I actually started spotting like a couple days after taking it, and I was like, you know what, I don't know if it was for that or if it was just like my body just going through the normal changes. And I was around 10 weeks at the time. I went to the hospital and everything. They was like, well, we don't know what's going on. Or was it 12 weeks? I'm lying. I was 12 weeks, not 10 weeks. Yeah, I was 12 weeks at the time. And they was like, they didn't know what was going on. And my doctor, I did do a follow-up with her, and she was just like, you know, it could just be my body or whatever, however that goes. But I was like, I don't know, it may have been the Tylenol. I don't know. In my head, it was the Tylenol. But this go round, oh, I hate being stuffy. I can barely breathe. This go round, I took the Tylenol cold and flu. I took it a couple of days ago, and yesterday, you guys, when I tell you I woke up sick as a dog, and I'm meaning like not sick as in I'm still congested or not, because it did help with that part, but my stomach pain, I felt like I was nauseated all day. I didn't want to eat anything, and it wasn't a nausea like a nausea that you, like a morning sickness kind of nausea. It was one of those, like, I'm about to throw up everything that I eat kind of thing. Like, it had nothing to do with pregnancy. And you can tell a difference in your body when it has something to do with pregnancy and when it has something to do with something else. And that feeling that I had, like, I felt like I had ate something and had food poisoning or something. That's how I felt. So I was like, I'm not doing that again. It had to be the Tylenol the first time. So I'm just gonna wait out, blow my nose, and see what happens, you know? But those are my favorites. I don't have many favorites, but those are my favorites for, you know, what I've been enjoying as far as, you know, this pregnancy. Because honestly, y'all, I think, you know, being pregnant, and of course when it's your first time, the hype is real. Okay, you want everything, you want all the gadgets. No, sis, it's only a few things. Make sure you got the fetal Doppler to hear the baby. Make sure you take your vitamins, get this to keep up with it. And then make sure you have a pillow so you can sleep comfortable at night. That's it. All right, so I guess I can go ahead and do a bump update for y'all. I can see baby baller. March 2023. We cannot wait. Like I said, we know what the baby is, and I cannot wait to announce it to you guys. And let's oh, excuse me. Let's talk about these first trimesters, okay? Let me grab my phone, get my notes out, because baby, when I say this first trimester was it had me thinking, rethinking all this. I was like, what am I doing? What did I get myself into? What did I sign up for? Okay. So if you don't know, I did have a miscarriage back in June due to a subchorionic hemorrhage. And I am actually going to post a video about that. And it may be either, you may have already seen the video before you see this one, because this is my 14-month update, and then I did that video a few weeks ago actually. So I don't know if I'm gonna post that one afterwards, or after this video, or before this video, but you guys will get you will get a story time of me talking about my miscarriage. So stay tuned for that. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe so you can keep up with all my videos and what's been going on for this pregnancy. Okay, so let's talk about first trimester. Let me get back on track. I did write down notes in my baby apps, and the baby apps that I use is the Flow app, Pre-Mom app, the Ovia Pregnancy app, and Baby Center app. And that's how I keep up with all of my updates. August 1st, I would have been, let me go back, around 6 weeks possibly, because my numbers in here are kind of off than what I'm normally am. Let's see, we're at 14 weeks today. Oh yeah, it's about right. It's about right. So I was around 6 weeks around that time. And my first notes is, this is the first time I actually felt anything. I was 6 weeks and 2 days. We shopped at the mall, and I decided to eat I decided to go to the food court. Now, as soon as I stepped into the food court at the mall, I was like, ooh, like the smell, y'all. The smell is what got me first. I had already started feeling queasy, and I assumed I was just hungry, because after walking around, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm just hungry. And I knew I was pregnant at this time, mind you. I ate some chicken strips from Chick-fil-A, and I almost completed my meal, but then I started feeling queasy again, meaning like the nausea kind of started coming back, and I knew then the Chick-fil-A would be the last time I eat that. Like now, I take that back. I am eating back at Chick-fil-A, but during that time at 6 weeks, it was like a no. So what happened? So we left the mall and we went to my mother-in-law's house, and this was the first time ever that I threw up. I was like, where did it come from? Like, I was so queasy. I threw up everything that I had ate that day. It was terrible. So that was day 1. 6 weeks, 2 days. That's when the symptoms started. Then the next day after that, I noticed that I have a loss of appetite and food aversions. I don't want to eat meat. Like, I don't eat meat at all. Like, right now, it has to be like very covered up. Like, I can't really taste the meat in order for me to eat the meat. I can't smell it or anything, and that's to this day. Then the next day after that, I threw up bananas and apples. Started off being nauseous and rushed to the bathroom to throw up. So again, throwing up. That was like 6 weeks. 6 weeks was like when it like kicked. Okay, smooth sailing from 2 weeks to 4 weeks. You know, smooth sailing. I found out, I was like, oh, I'm happy. 5 weeks, oh, like, oh, cool. I felt kind of queasy at 5 weeks because these lights. That's why I had to stop doing videos. These lights was getting me. And then 6 weeks, it was like, I'm here. We here to stay, sis. All right, let's jump into 7 weeks. 7 weeks was a kicker. I think I couldn't do nothing. The lights outside, these lights still kind of bother me right now. The lights outside, when I go outside to this day, I have to put my sunglasses on, and I honestly want to put my sunglasses on now while I got this light in front of me. Like, the light started kicking my butt. Another thing that I was still nauseated. Like, I didn't throw up as much, but the nausea was crazy. And then, like, I just didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to go nowhere. Don't talk to me. I was frustrated. That was 7 weeks. 8 weeks was the same way and a little worse. 9 weeks was the same way, a little worse. I was queasy, meaning I had nausea all day. I was literally in the bed from, I would say 7, 8, and 9 weeks. I was literally in the bed almost all day, every day. I didn't want to go nowhere. If I wasn't in the bed, I was on the couch. So that's how those weeks went. It was terrible. I didn't want to eat nothing. The food aversions was crazy. I think around 9 weeks when my appetite started coming back, that's when I started I was craving turkey sandwiches. Now they tell you not to eat not to eat sandwich meat. So what I did was I was going to IHOP. I think that was my favorite IHOP. I went to IHOP. I went to this place called the Pancake House, and I would make them cook the turkey meat and the ham before they put the meat on the sandwich. And y'all, and I had to have avocados. So turkey sandwiches with avocado, that was heaven, okay? And then when I found out that Jason's Deli they had the croissant bread with it. Y'all, I think that's like part of my favorite meals right now. Turkey sandwiches, it has to be turkey and ham. It has to be cooked. And avocados, and then I think I like croissants better than regular bread. But definitely Jason's Deli, IHOP, and the Pancake House, those turkey sandwiches was on point, okay? Some things that's helped me get through the first trimester woes when I was still nauseated. I ate crackers a lot, and I drank ginger ale, which I still drink ginger ale now. It's just good to drink at this point. But ginger ale and crackers, they were my lifesavers during my first trimester when I go through the nauseated woes. And honestly, that was the only thing I could possibly eat until my appetite started to come back, which really sucked. Now, I will say this baby has allowed me to drink water, which I'm so grateful for, because all of my pregnancies I couldn't drink water. And then this baby has also, even though I couldn't eat, I would eat soups every now and then. I really wanted vegetable soup at one point. Oh, I'm able to eat fruits and vegetables also, so I'm very grateful for that. All of my other pregnancies, I could not eat fruits and vegetables. I would throw up immediately, and I could not drink water. So I'm very grateful for those things because I need it. Like, I think right now I'm at the biggest weight that I've been, so I need all the fruits and vegetables and water that I can get, so it won't be too big by the time we get to 9 months, okay? We ain't trying to have no, what they call preeclampsia or nothing like that. No diabetes, we ain't trying to have all that. So hopefully this baby I continue to have a healthy pregnancy and everything goes as planned. I'm just like so excited. So yeah. Oh, let me go back. I'm sorry. In the first trimester. So I already gave you like 6 through 9 weeks, but I didn't talk about week 3 and 4. What made me decide to go ahead and do a pregnancy test is because I had my tender boobs. Like my boobs tingled so much, and they like to the point where it was like sharp pains. So I was like, something is different because my boobs don't normally have any feeling at all. And then that was around week 3 and 4. And then when I would get in the car, I would have the worst motion sickness. So that made me think to myself, let me go ahead and take a pregnancy test. Week 5, certain things like being in front of the light, I already told you guys, being in front of the light really made me sick and make me feel nauseous. And then of course again, breast tenderness. If you want to fast forward to week 10 again, week 10, I just remember I had my baby birthday party that week. Nothing really major just happened that around that time. I was still feeling queasy. I could tell that it was letting up a little bit. Week 11, same thing. My symptoms started to like fade as far as like the nausea. My appetite started coming back. Same thing for week 12. Now week 12 was a scary week for me because I decided to start taking this like I told you, the Tylenol for my congestion because I'm congested a lot. And then I started taking liquid IV. I don't have it with me, but I stopped doing that because around the same time I was taking the Tylenol, I took the liquid IV, and I ended up, and then like I said, within 2 days of taking the Tylenol and the liquid IV, I ended up spotting, and it was pink at first, and then it turned bright red, and then it went brown, and then went away. And I did go to the hospital for it. Like I said, they didn't know what was going on. The baby was fine. I was 12 weeks and 5 days, to be exact, when I went to the hospital. And I thought I was just 12 weeks, so that was good to know that my baby was growing because they had did an ultrasound and everything. And baby heart rate was perfect, so they said the baby was great. Went back to do my doctor's appointment. She said everything was great, and ever since then everything's been good. Week 13, of course, that we just got out of this week. I guess the main thing was if I don't eat now, like that's when I started feeling nauseated. But if I do eat, it's smooth sailing through the day. Now I do remember my last doctor's appointment at 12 weeks. I did throw up, and I think I either got too heated or I was too excited. I don't know, but after the doctor's appointment, that happened. And then we're now at 14 weeks as of Thursday. So today's Saturday. So as of Thursday, we are 14 weeks. I'm considered 14 weeks in either 2 or 3 days. And I'm so excited to be in the second trimester. That's going to wrap up this video. I just wanted to go over with you guys my first trimester woes, what I love as far as the things that I love to use during this pregnancy so far, and just give you a bump update and let you guys know we here come March 2023, baby Robinson. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and then go ahead and put me some hearts in the comment section because it's all love over here, sis, or some baby feet. That'll be so cute. Put some baby feet in the comment section just to let me know. And then if this is your first time or your 4th time like myself, or your 3rd or 2nd, let's go ahead and talk about your woes and the main things that you've been using. You know, keep yourself together during the first trimester. And let's communicate, make some friends in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.